Welcome to Sarasasa Magsaysay School. This is Science Matayong 1, and I am Teacher Carla G. Circulado. Let's start by reading our vocabulary words, so please listen carefully as I read the first set of words. Vertebrate, vertebrate. Amphibian, amphibian. Beak, beak. Now repeat after me. Vertebrate, amphibian, beak. Very good. Now listen carefully as I read the second set of words. Carnivore, carnivore. Classify, classify. Inhabitant, inhabitant. Now repeat after me. Carnivore, classify, inhabitant. Very good. Now listen carefully as I read the third sets of words. Domestic, domestic. Mammal, mammal. Mollusk, mollusk. Now repeat after me. Domestic, mammal, mollusk. Very good. Now listen carefully as I read the fourth and last set of words. Endangered, endangered. Reptile, reptile. Scale, scale. Now repeat after me. Endangered, reptile, scale. Very good. Now let's move on to our dictation for 3 words. Please bring out one piece of paper, or if you have your notebooks with you, and write activity number, the date, the month, and the year. Let's begin. Number 1. Spell the word domestic, domestic. Number 2. Spell the word mammal, mammal. Number 3. Spell the word reptile, reptile. Okay, now let's check your answers if you spell the word correctly. Bring out your red pen to check your answers. If your answer is correct, put 1. If your answer is incorrect, please copy the correct answer. Here are the answers. Number 1. Domestic. D-O-M-E-S-T-I-C. Domestic. Number 2. Mammal. M-A-M-M-A-L. Mammal. And number 3. Reptile. R-E-P-T-I-L-E. Reptile. Very good. Now let's go on to our topic for today, which is in Unit 2, Animals. If you have your books with you, please open your book on page 21. As you can see on the cover picture of Unit 2, you will see different kind of animals. We have dogs, we have elephant, we have birds, and other animals. Because there are many varieties of animals, and what make animals different from one another are their sizes, figure, habitat, foods, reproductions, and figure developments. Okay, so we will talk about all of this today. So if you are ready, please open your book and turn to page 23. We can identify animals by their differences as follows. First, we will talk about sizes. Animals have big animals and also small animals. So we can identify animals as sizes, as big animals, and small animals. We have some examples given. For big animals, we have whales, elephant, and bear. We can usually find these big animals in the forest, jungle, or in the big sea. Then we have the small animals. Examples are flies, mosquitoes, and ants. We usually find the small animals just around us, sometimes in our house or outside our house. Next, we can identify animals by their figures. We have four-legged animals. We have two-legged animals. We have animals with many legs and animals with no legs. Let's see some examples given here. Four-legged animals, or animals with four legs. Examples are dogs and cats. Dogs and cats have four legs. Now, two-legged animals, or animals with 2 legs. Example here is birds. Birds, as you can see, they're using their 2 legs to hold on the branch. Next, animals with many legs. Example given here is centipede. As you can see in the picture, this animal has many legs. Next, snake. This animal has no legs. Next, we can also identify animals by their habitats. Habitats is a place where animal lives. Here's some example. Some animals live in land, like the sheep. As you can see, the sheep is living on land. Next, some animals live also in water. Example given here is fish. Fishes live in water. Next, some animals also can live both in land and in water, just like the crocodile. Next, some animals can also live underground. Example given here is the moles. As you can see in the picture, he is living underneath this ground. We can also identify some animals with their foods. Some animals eat only plants, like this cow. He's enjoying his vegetable or the grass available. Next, some animals only eat animals, like this tiger. As you can see in the picture, the tiger is eating a deer. And also, some animals both eat plants and animals, like these birds and pigs as example. The bird is feeding its baby with a worm, and this pig is eating a plant. So both of these animals eat plants and animals. Now let's see if you understand our lesson. Please bring out your paper, or if you have your notebook with you, write activity number 2, the date, month, and the year. Question number 1. Give one example of a big animal. Number 1. Give one example of a big animal. Number 2. Give one example of a 4-legged animal. Number 2. Give one example of a 4-legged animal. Number 3. Give one example of an animal that eats plants. Number 3. Give one example of an animal that eats plants. Number 4 and 5. Give 2 examples of an animal that lives in the water. Number 4 and 5. Give 2 examples of an animal that lives in the water. Okay. Now let's do the summary. We talked about the variety of animals today, that we can identify the differences of an animal by their sizes, figures, habitats, and foods. Thank you so much, students. Hope you all learned today. Don't forget to wash your hands, wear your mask,